Hello, GM. This is Dragoness from NftyDreams DAO. How is everyone doing? I'm reading all your comments. Hi, alien boys. The usual suspects are here. We've got Rangarajan, Pari Rani, and a few more people who would be joining in right now. So today I've got an interesting person that I'd like to introduce you to, a very special guest. Somebody who you will be hearing more of over the next few weeks and months. And of course, we've got all the updates. The Foundry exhibition in Dubai, in downtown Dubai, has successfully, come to an end, and we managed to showcase so many dreamers. At the exhibition in Dubai, we had so many eyeballs, a lot of people who walked in, and you would have seen all the updates on our Twitter, people buying art and artists actually getting revenue from those art that's been exhibited in downtown Dubai. So that's like one chapter that we kind of like successfully launched and managed to create amazing impact. But we've also got loads of other stuff that's coming up. But before we go on to all of those things, I'd like to pull up my guest of the day, who is Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
Hello, Dragoness. How are you?
Yeah, I am very, very well. I love your cozy room setup. And
Oh, thank you.
tell us, where are you from? Like, where were you based out of? And what are you doing? How long have you known Nifty Dreams DAO for? Like a quick intro.
Um, well, I live in Colorado and I have been a dreamer since the beginning. I think I meant it on the first day. And, I've always believed in Nick's vision and I believe in him. So that was what got me excited about the Nifty Dreams DAO. And uh, the worldwide dreamers, all the artists from everywhere. That's what I'm excited about, and helping people. And that was one of the things that drew me to this DAO also. So
And
yeah,
you're
my
an
back.
artist.
I am an artist. I've been an artist my entire life. I remember as a child, uh, you know, being artistic and all those things. I come from an artistic family. So when I was a graphic designer and I have a master's in educational technology. So I developed online courses. So my focus was in distance education. So I've always been an educator or I believe marketing and education are very similar. It's just, so anyway, and I love, when the internet or when NFTs came out, I was in awe and thought, this is my chance to get back into doing my art. And so that's what I got involved with. And Nifty Dreams is amazing.
That's great. It's wonderful to have you today. And of course, we've got another guest who would be coming in, but
Yes.
really, you're not a guest anymore in Dreamer Download, because you will be hosting Dreamer Downloads. People will be seeing
Yay.
more and more of you.
Yeah.
'Cause Vanessa is joining the DAO as our community operator. So you would be seeing her in our community guild channel on Discord, and she would be the one who is, you'd mainly be interacting with her via our social media. And the last newsletter that you guys had a read. It was written by Vanessa. So how has, I think it's been a couple of weeks since you got acquainted
Yep.
with, like, the inner workings of the DAO.
Right.
Uh, how has that been?
It's good. I'm trying to navigate who is who and manage all the time differences and things, but it's amazing. I was involved in open source in the beginning of the 2000s and the late 1990s. And so Nick and I actually worked on similar projects. He did .NET Nuke, and I was involved in a project called Zakula or Post Nuke. And so we had that in common. And but navigating the DAO is amazing, and I appreciate everybody's input. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody a little bit more.
That's amazing, and I just pulled up the newsletter that you drafted for last week. So, if, for anyone who is not familiar, we've got our DAO newsletter that we post. We try to religiously post it like every week, but sometimes It takes a lot of time kind of gathering all the updates, and then we miss out a week or whatever. But if you go to Medium and Nifty Dreams, and you would see all the latest updates over there. Speaking of which, dreams that build connections. The call for artists to be part of Outrage LA. And we've got the new DAO Gallery Worldview, which you have heard the announcements from Nick himself. And we also have a LATAM exhibition that's coming up, and Artsy Bolivian will be speaking about all that. So let's pull Artsy Bolivian up on stage as well. While Vanessa, would you like to just do a quick roundup about what exactly is happening at Outrage LA, and how is Nifty Dreams DAO connected?
Um, Fashion for Win is Women in Need, and that's Tal's nonprofit that we've partnered with. And it's going to be an amazing event. We have some great people that are going to be walking and showing the fashion. There's a lot of excitement around this event. I wish I could be there and in person, but I will be navigating this from a distance. And I can't wait to see all of the beautiful fashions that come out of it, and the money that we raise to support the women around the world, actually, and in their efforts. And it's just amazing to see how many dreamers are involved and willing to give of themselves to help others. And that's one of the reasons why I love the DAO. So anyway, and Tal is doing a great job, and Nick is really excited about it, so he'll be there covering it for us. So we'll be
Absolutely.
reporting.
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about and a quick background over here, right? So you guys have met Tel on social media. We've had a previous founders town hall with Tel, and she's amazing. She's based out of Beverly Hills. She's very well connected, and she's using
Yeah.
her connections and her leverage to impact a lot of women's lives across the world. And one of the she has launched several businesses. She's a marketing guru, and one of the latest projects she has launched is, of course, Win, which is Women in Need. So winweb3.io is the website that we are building, and 100% of the money that goes from auctioning off the art pieces. Well, a lot of these art is coming from famous artists across the world, NFT artists, and also Dreamer art. So if you're interested, you can always RSVP and send an email about how you'd like to support this cause at support@social lady.com. And the actual exhibition is going to be part of NftyLA, but of course this year they've rebranded it to Outer Edge LA. And it's happening in exactly a week's time. So you would be hearing all the updates, whatever that's happening, of course, on our social channels and stuff. So I'm excited about that. Now let's say hello to Artsy Bolivian, who has been very, very patiently waiting all this while. Hi, Artsy Bolivian. What's happening your end?
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we hear you loud and clear. So would you like to just quickly, do an intro of yourself and what's been going on, and what are the exciting stuff that we should be looking forward to from your end?
Yes, of course. Well, I am Archie Bolivian. I am Bolivian. I am an NFT artist, and I have been part of the DAO since the beginning, trying to translate the information for the LATAM community. And now we are taking more actions on that side, so the LATAM artists can be more informed and they could be more aware of what is happening. Also, by building some events digital at the beginning, like the Mujer Latina exhibition we are having now. It's a exhibition celebrating women, mostly on the exhibition, mostly for the Latam, but celebrating women in general. So we have a lot of dreamers in this exhibition, and we are like having Twitter spaces every week to get to know the artists, get to know their stories, their background, their creative processes when they create their art. So we are happy. We are building this with together with Gabi Sual. She's from Colombia, And yes, we are now working on this exhibition and already thinking about the next ones coming um, at the end of this.
I attended the spatial exhibit on Sunday, and it was amazing. I mean, truly, so many great artists. So
Yes.
a lot of hard work went into that. Thank you so much.
No,
Um,
thanks to you.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to get Paula on stage as well, because Paula and yourself, you guys have been doing like really crazy, amazing stuff in that part of the world. Paula, you guys would have, if you're familiar with all the DAO stuff that's been happening, you would recognize Paula from a variety of other projects. So, Paula, please do introduce yourself and what are the stuff you've been working on?
Thank you, Dragonis. How are you? Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Artsy. It's really nice to be here with you guys. Well, I'm Paola. I'm Mexican. I live in Bolivia. Right now, I'm in Miami. I'm really excited to be here, to be part of the DAO. The DAO was working with us since last year with a project from Gran Chaco. We were able to meet Nick in person. We traveled with him to Paraguay, to Argentina, and since that day, we've been like working together, making the big project. So now it's coming like a new scale of projects. We want to replicate the Gran Chaco NFT project in Bolivia. So we are working right now in that. Probably next month, it's going to be like the start to introduce a realidad aumentada. It's like I don't know the name in English. Sorry, I forgot. But we are going to work with different artists in this space. So we are trying to work with indigenous artisans, artists from Latin America, and also different parts of the world. So we are really happy to be here, and we have a lot of projects. We have a lot going on. We are supporting the social media, these kind of spaces. We also trying to integrate a new team, new people that want to be part of the DAO, new artists, new artisans. So it's a big call. It's a big ecosystem of organization, as you can see in the share. So yes, we are going to work along this year. I think empowerment of the culture of the woman of everything that we be talking about. Also, this exhibition of the Mujer Latina is one of the biggest projects that we are like supporting and being part, because I think it's really important to show how women can express themselves, how artisans from all around the world and people that doesn't have internet. We work with
Correct.
indigenous villages that they don't actually know anything about blockchain, anything about Web3, and we are trying to help them to be part of this ecosystem, this innovation, and we are working also in workshops. So it's a lot of things happening right now.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that and explaining it. There's so much that we can do to help,
Thank you, Vanessa.
women around the world. So, and you're actually doing it. So that speaks volumes.
So I wanna ask like for people who have never heard of a Mujer Latina and they're interested to understand like when is the exhibition exactly happening? How can they be part of it remotely? Where do they have to go to view everything? To be part of everything? Where do they share your content? Like what are some information that you guys can share?
Yes, of course. Mujer Latina is an exhibition we made out in a little group we had at the beginning with another NFT artist from Latam or Hispanic also. And we started this last year. We did the exhibition with 52 artists, and this year we have more than 40. I think that's because of the bear market. But we are having this exhibition from the 8th till the 28th of March on a spatial. You can find the links on my profile or Gabisual, or also you can write to Nifty Dreams and we can send you the link so you can assist and take a look to this beautiful art. As you can see, that one, and this is from a Bolivian artist, and there here on the right side they write about what they think means to be a woman, especially from Latam. So these artists are sharing their thoughts, are sharing their experiences, their stories, and it's really I don't know the word in English, but there's a lot of connection. Like yesterday, we had a Twitter space with them, with five of them, and they share like really deep stories and how these stories were the inspiration to transform this into art. And this is really strong because you get to connect to hear their background, and it is really strong, and you get this opportunity to connect with the artists, and this is really important, and it is a good opportunity for them and also for the people who is watching the art. We are doing the Twitter Spaces 2 times a week. One is Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Miami time, and Sundays 12 p.m. Miami time. So if you want to join, you can write to Nifty Dreams DM or me, and we will send you the link so you can set a reminder and you can attend and get the opportunity to listen to the artists and to know, because like Paola mentioned, we have more than 30 countries being part of this. So, and a lot of backgrounds, like I mentioned, you get to know the stories of these women that maybe they are around 60 years old and they just realize they can be an artist, or another ones that have been abused when they were just little girls, and now they have found the strong in the art to feel okay with being vulnerable with their
Yeah.
story, about telling their stories. You can find the art you are seeing now is from Rainbow. She's 13 years old. She's a little artist. So you can find a lot of backgrounds of women artists now in finding this this freedom on the NFT world.
I love that. I love all the. I'm sure Vanessa has got like tons of questions for you guys. But I want to chime in very quickly because this is a cause that's quite close to my heart. I was leading an NFT project that helps women who have undergone like sexual and domestic violence. So a pretty poignant cause that's very, very close to my heart. But also the fact that this is the month of March, and I see like a common theme over here. I'm so like thrilled that all four of us in the AMA session today and downloads are all women. And the projects that we are talking about are not just in terms of empowering women, but really bringing on ground real impact, and women artists, and bringing in different perspectives from across the world. Um, and also the fact that we are looking at using technology to innovate and allow artists to navigate the blockchain space in very interesting ways. So I really salute all you ladies who are creating this and making this possible. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And before I pass the mic on to Vanessa, I just want to talk a little bit about Rainbow Mosho, who is right here in our tweet as well. I think let's talk a little bit about NFT LA, Outer Edge LA, Vanessa, and tell us a little bit about what we're doing there and why it's important to have diversity in the art space, not just gender wise, but age wise and
Right.
vertical wise.
Right. Yeah, no, Rainbow Moshe, she is amazing, and she has brought a lot to the community. the background of her is, I mean, she's just, I think she's 14. So, and she was so excited. I saw the video of her when she got, when her mother told her that she was going to be part of the event. And you're showing the video here. So if you haven't watched that, that's really touching to see. And I mean, we're together. I mean, it's so important to have so many voices, and you touched on the age wise, but also gender. Women just haven't. I think we're 1% of the audience are people that are exhibited in NFT space. So and when LA and it's the fashion show we're involved with is going to support so many women. And I think I wanted to point out that on our if you go to the Nifty Dreams DAO Twitter account, you'll see that who's going to be in the fashion show. So that'll be fun too. And I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions about the fashion show that's going on.
Before we open the floor
Oh,
to
sorry.
the audience, I just want to quickly say thank you and bye to Artsy Bolivian over here who has to hop off the call.
Okay.
So Artsy Bolivian, anything else that you want to tell us about the Mujer Latina? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, but Mujer Latina exhibition, and what else people need to know? You want to do like a final reminder about anything before you hop off?
Yes, of course. Well, we are having Mujer Latina happen. It is happening thanks to Nifty Dreams. Nifty Dreams have powered this to happen, and Nick has been such a helpful guide for me and Gabby for making this uh, coming true, and also by putting this on a spatial. So if you want to visit the gallery, you can just put like Mujer Latina, which is woman in Spanish, on a spatial, and it will appear to you. You can join our Twitter spaces until the 28th. Also, we invite all the companies, collectives, DAOs who wants to support this. Will be amazing. Like any space will be useful and will mean a lot for this woman, for them to have this space to share their art. And also, we have set up the Instagram page in Spanish. So can I say this in Spanish, maybe?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Bueno, queremos avisar a los artistas latinos que tenemos un Instagram en español. Entonces, si ustedes quieren estar más actualizados, busquen Nifty Dreams Latam y toda la información está en español. Okay, what I just say is that on Nifty Dreams Latam, you can find exactly the same information from the Nifty Dreams account, but only in Spanish. So yeah, just visit the gallery, be part of the support. Please give us some likes and retweets.
I
Yes.
also put the link on the screen if somebody
Oh,
wants to visit the
thank
spatial
you.
gallery.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult for you to type this out, but my recommendation would be to go to spatial.io and look for Mujer Latina over there, and then you can immediately enter this space. This is the one that I am connecting right now. I mean, my internet is going to be really, really slow because I'm streaming this, and at the same time I am going on spatial, which is very
Yeah, it's very intensive, computer intensive.
yeah,
Well,
but
maybe we can do this stream in next opportunity, and we can invite some English spoken artists.
Sure.
So we can like take a walk on the exhibit, and they can like talk and tell their stories behind their art. Will be amazing. I don't know. What do you think? Because there's a lot of.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes, like for example, the one there is a Bolivian artist who I just introduced it into the space,
I think that's
and
me. No.
the one on the right, uh, and well, she is one of the main photographers here in Bolivia, so it's an honor to have her exposing her art for the first time, like as NFT. It's her first NFT ever. Like we have people, women from Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, Guatemala. We have a lot of backgrounds. A lot of them are helping fundings that help another woman, animals. We have a lot here happening.
Very cool. Am I frozen on the screen? Can you guys still hear me? Like,
We can hear
I
you,
can
but
hear
you're
you, but
frozen.
you are frozen.
yeah, I know. That's because Vanessa is dancing in spatial. So I'm streaming Vanessa and then I'm frozen. So yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, there I am.
This is super fun. I love it. Thank you so much, Artsy Bolivian. We will catch up with you next time and do a live walkthrough in spatial. While Vanessa's, really showing off right now. It's really.
I like my virtual self much better. No.
I like it too.
I love that. Thank you so much once again, and see you next time. Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Artsy.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
So that was Artsy Bolivian, and I'm gonna, get the streaming out so you guys can see me better.
Yeah,
There you go. I'm back.
perfect.
Okay, all yours, Vanessa. What questions have you got for Paola?
Well, I just wanted to know more about her. How many women have you touched, or how many women have we published on their art in in the Chaco project? Can you tell us a little bit
Well,
about that?
yes, we have a special impact match. We're like presenting in these kind of spaces because we are coaching, like doing workshops, and also not just in territory, but also virtually. And
Okay.
we are working around more than 4,000 people that is
Wow.
coming through this Web3, this
Hmm.
technology, these tools, different tools. But
Right.
we actually have one workshop in Paraguay, Asunción, and also in the Chaco Argentino. It's a beautiful place in Formosa, and we were working with 60 women and
Wow.
children, and
Right.
we have workshop of painting, drawing, photo shoot. This is a beautiful basket, for example, that they knit
Right.
with
So,
natural resources from the monte.
right.
So yeah,
I was wondering, I had looked over the website, and so to get involved, let's say somebody wants to, buy your token. Um, can you tell us about the different levels of how people could get involved to help you?
yes. Thank you for asking that. We have three different levels. The first one is contributing to the workshops, also like being part of the, you can actually, by buying one of these NFT pieces of the collection, because we have 12 of them,
Right.
by buying one of them in the first tier, because we separate in three different tiers, you
Right.
can be able, and that's the gallery,
Okay.
exactly. You can buy an artisan a cell phone, a laptop, photo shoot, so they can continue learning about how can they be part of this NFT world by themselves.
Right.
Uh, the second tier, uh, it's also this the first one, and you can have the actual craft, the like the physical craft in your house.
Mm,
So it's part of the
nice.
shipping, and part of you having like a little bit of the Chaco in your house,
Right. Right.
And the third tier is what Nick had. Nick Kaljani was able to travel with us and be part of this experience in real life. So
Right.
that's the three. You can visit the territory, visit the woman, visit the villages, learn how do they live, and take like it's a
Right.
change of mindset because they live in a different time,
Oh.
in a
Hmm.
different it's context. It's amazing.
Right. That would be my goal, is to do the tier 3. I can't right now, but as soon as I can, I'm going to do a tier 3 and go visit. So that's amazing.
Yes,
And
and we also have this tier four.
oh,
Sorry
okay.
to,
No,
it's like
no, it's
a
okay.
bonus that we had. Uh, and we were working with this artist Soliman Lopez. This he's from Spain. He's really cool artist, really disruptive. And he was saying like we work with a plant that's called jaguar that you collect from the monte. So the
Hmm,
women go and collect this, and they dehydrate it, and then they need it, and they have these kind of things, baskets or different kind of crafts. And he said instead of showing like the basket in a different uh, digital art, why can we go back and we can see the actual natural resource that they
hmm,
have, they need.
hmm.
So this little collection, it's called Jaguar, and it's 44 collectives. There are like the prices is really low, and we are trying to get this new community so they can be able to be part of the Gran Chaco Impact NFT by collecting one of these 44 collectives, and see also what's like the evolution of this natural
Right,
resource that they are losing right now because of the climate change,
right,
deforestation and everything. So it's not just showing the indigenous art; it's also a movement, with what is
right,
happening with the natural resources, what is happening with the water, and all this work that goes around this. That it's like
right,
have a big effect on these families, and they have to migrate to cities, and
right,
it's a really big context behind this art.
right, right. And I wanted to ask about, I believe I read that you guys will go to certain areas and villages and set up like a technology center so that the women and anyone, I guess, could use it and share their art. And could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, actually, our organization is called Caminos, and we were part of this big grant that we won. And is the name of this grant is Chaco Innova. And this Chaco Innova was like a call to present different innovate projects. So we present this idea. Why can we do NFTs with the digital art with the indigenous art? So they select us, and why we work with an ecosystem of different organizations and these centers of workshops for people that go there, not just for our projects, for different projects in
Hmm.
digital assets, different tools. It's called Centros Nanum because we work with this ecosystem that they present different projects. We work with Microsoft. We are right now working also with Meta.
Oh,
So
nice.
we have different partnerships that wants to be part of this ecosystem. Fundación Gran Chaco, Grupo Sunú, Iniciativa. There are like different names like Fundación Avina also.
Hmm,
So we work with different organizations that
hmm,
they like put different insights. Like these organizations work with the community of Argentina. This organization works with Paraguay technology. So we
hmm.
all like are part of this big project.
Okay. Thank you. That was informative. Um, I'm so excited about that. That was one of the things that, again, I had mentioned before that drew me to the Nifty Dreams DAO was that we were going to reach out and help women, especially because that's dear to my heart, around the world. So I appreciate you sharing that with us
Thank
and
you.
letting everybody know how what we're doing because a lot of people will we're executing this. We are getting it done. So
100%. Speaking about executing stuff, let's quickly jump into speaking about Outer Edge LA. I
Yes.
think that's very interesting. 'Cause that's coming up
Yes.
in a week's time.
Yep.
And what is happening over there? And Nifty Dreams DAO is actually supporting Outrage LA and Win Web3 by
Yep.
being the tech partners as well. On top of actually getting Dreamer artwork exhibited in LA, we are also doing the back end blockchain tech stuff that's
Right.
involved. So pretty excited about that. And when the website comes up, we will be the first to post that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about Outrage LA as well.
Well, I'm not the outer edge LA is a place to be, I guess, with NFTs. So we're in the thick of it there, and it's exciting to get, uh, recognized for with the women in need. And
Yeah, let me put it this way. Like
okay,
a lot of us, like for me, when I'm based out of the Middle East, and Paula, where are you based out of?
she's in Miami right now.
Right
Yeah,
now, yes, in Miami.
you're in Miami. I know Miami and LA, you got all this like buzzing NFT events that
Yep.
create so much of FOMO. And there's like so many artists over there, so many celebrities over there. There's like you put it right? You're kind of like in the thick of it. And when a person like who is not able to be there to be part of such exhibitions, like what will they be missing out on, and why is it important for like NFT communities to meet on ground together and be part of such events?
For in real life events, I mean, what's funny is that you meet everybody online, and then when you get in person, it's like, oh, okay. These are real people and it's amazing. And you get to connect and share your passion for NFTs, because we all know that if you go talk to most people, they have no idea what you're talking about. So when you come to an event like that, it's amazing, and you get to connect with the movers and shakers. And then you find out, I might be a mover and shaker too. So it's just really amazing. I was just at
Yeah.
the ETH Denver, and that was kind of the same thing. What I did, and I wanted to share a hint, when I was missing out on the Miami event in November, the in my the NFT, I would. A lot of people do a lot of videos on YouTube, live videos, and to kind of show you what's going on and share their experiences, kind of almost live. And so I felt a connection, and I connected with a lot of people on Twitter. And so that kind of bridged that gap. But if you have a chance to go to Outer Edge LA, I would again, suggest you can do that. I'm missing out, but I wish I could be there. But I'm hoping that we can kind of vicariously share that with our community, with what Nick's doing, and some other people I follow. So it's yeah, I mean, we're gonna miss out, but we're gonna still participate. So if you
Yeah,
can't be there, follow Nifty Dreams. We'll keep you updated.
definitely. And you can see some of the artworks over
Oh,
here that is
beautiful.
going to be up there at NFTLA through WinWeb3 by Tal Navarro.
Right.
So, you get your art. It's as simple as actually, donating by buying your an art piece and supporting the cause. And you can actually browse through some of the artworks that are already been submitted, and it's going to be there. You can actually see some really, really famous and popular artists, if you can recognize them.
Yeah.
Gabe Wise is one of them, and you get to kind of like recognize that just by seeing the visuals of this. And Paola, you have been doing a lot of on-ground work when it comes to artists, and not just selling art and then giving the proceeds to people. I think a lot of NFT projects are doing that. It's as simple as selling something, and then all the donation goes to a particular cause. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But today we are in a position where we have started evolving from that, and we see a lot of like proper on ground work involving the artists in the co-creation process and getting people to actually meet the people behind the art and experience the lives that they are leading. How important is it for NFT projects to participate in a cause or to support charities? Or is it necessary at all when you look at mainstream adoption?
Yes, actually, we don't like the word donate because I think it's not that the purpose, because the purpose is to work with them so we can make the project sustainable. It's not
Right.
just one time I give this money and I don't know what happened with that money because the community decide. It's trying to work with them and trying to figure out what do they need in this moment and what do they need in 5 years from now. So we are trying to make these big projects that are with workshops and are trying to give support to women, to kids, to new generations, so they can leave their ancestral knowledge behind. Because right now, they don't see actually a big opportunity by keeping doing what my mother, what my grandmother was doing before, because they don't pay enough. Because people don't
Right.
revalue the all the expression, all the effort that they are doing.
Right.
So by being part and integrate,
Right.
you get just going to take a picture of your art and I'm going to be the one to sell it or to and to promote it. I want you to be part of this. I want you to talk about your art. So right now we are like empowering them so they can talk in Twitter spaces in their native languages. It's hard because no, not many people want to like learn about them, but we're doing baby steps. So we are trying to be this the first one in Spanish, then in English, translate, so they can empower and they can have tools. So maybe in 5 years from now, we are not going to be able to like walk with them, but they are going to be able to go and present their art like Rainbow Mosho is doing right now. She's maybe right now working with her mother, with all these production stuff, and Yadira, that's her mother, is amazing. I love her, because all the work she's doing. But for tomorrow, she wants to Rainbow Mosho be the artist, like be part of this big world and not be afraid of it. So I think
Right.
that's the empower to do, not only donate, but to teach them or listen to them so we can like actually learn how do they want to invest that money.
Right. I think that's a good point because in Web3, that's the power of Web3 is being able to follow the progress and bring the artist into the process and not just like you said represent them and sell their piece of art, but actually empower them to become part of part of Web3, the decentralized system, because that's going to,
Yeah.
we're going to all ride the wave together.
Oh
So,
yeah, 100%. I completely agree. And well, Rainbow Mosho is actually listening to our conversation right now, and she just tweeted
hi.
this out. So bravo, great space. Thank you for sharing my joys and discoveries. Proud dreamer, and love what you do, Artsy Bolivian, and with the Mujer Latina exhibition and Gran Chaco NFT. To Paola, so thank you so much, Rainbow, for tuning in, and we're so excited to see everything that you're going to be creating over the next weeks and years. And before I forget, I just want to remind dreamers who are watching this right now to you can actually volunteer or contribute to WinWeb3's exhibition at Outer Edge LA, because Tal from WinWeb3 is looking for a designer, a stylist to help create outfits for the show. She's looking for a makeup artist. She's looking for a photographer or a videographer. So if you're any of these, do send an email with your profile to support@sociallady.com. So if you're a designer or a stylist, because it's going to be a fashion show
Definitely.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Yep. And you can, if you're a makeup artist or hairstylist, if you're a photographer or a videographer. So make sure that you send an email to support@sociallady.com. I just wanted to plug that in there. So we're like 50 minutes into our live streaming. I think maybe it might be time to take some questions. What do you think, Vanessa?
I think you're right. That's a good time.
So you know what to do. You come on in and type your questions, whether it's on Twitter or whether on YouTube. Just drop in your comments and replies. If not, I'm going to leave it to Vanessa to ask the questions, or Paola to ask the questions. Not me. Don't ask me though.
Yeah, I think that the questions will come. I don't see any yet, but um, I'm really excited about. I just can't imagine a week from today it'll be all done and we'll know how it went and all that stuff. But the anticipation is getting to me about the Outer Edge LA.
Yeah. So while we
Yes.
wait for questions, I do want to.
Maybe.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to. Are you telling go ahead to me or Paola?
Either one. No.
Yeah, I wanted to also like use this opportunity to spotlight while you guys are chatting on the DAO gallery view in case people haven't checked that out.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. I like our worldview of galleries so we can kind of explore all the other artists and get to know everybody. I think that I'd like to have a list so that we can all, like a members list or a DAO list for other artists to connect with each other so that we can collaborate and bring more collaboration to the art world or between artists for the DAO. So that's one of my thoughts on that. But this will be a good way to do that because then we can kind of say, oh, okay, who lives here? Who's there? And so friend everybody, follow everybody if you're not
Yeah,
following each other.
I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's why we have got the Discord community. That's why we've got Twitter, social media, and everything.
Yeah,
And you kind of see actually we want to make sure that art by artists is more accessible. And at the end of the day, when we look at innovation, blockchain, technology, and all of that is pretty much useless if it doesn't impact the lives of real people
exactly.
and create a difference in day-to-day lives. So the technology is kind of like the layer behind how it happens, but you want to, and that's exactly what worldview is all about, having a bird's eye view of the kind of artists that we have in the DAO across the
Right,
world.
right. It's very impressive, honestly. I mean, and to be able to connect with so many different types of artists too, because it's not only digital artists, you have, traditional artists, you have, you know, uh, just crafts and all kinds of other things. I mean, art isn't just on a piece of canvas that,
Absolutely not.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the artwork from Iran. Let's see, we've got something from South America over here. Oh, this is testing my geographical skills. Second, I'm in
It's
Africa.
amazing.
Yeah,
South
no, it
America.
is truly amazing, isn't it, Paola?
Let's see. We've got Argentina.
Yes. I just wanna make it maybe to put the dates, where is gonna be the fashion show. Maybe there's people that like wanna go there. Maybe there
Right.
are people that are watching us right now. So if you have that information, it will be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here. We did share that earlier as well. So as a reminder, it's on March 21st, starting at 3:30 p.m. at LA Convention Center.
Yeah.
Uh,
When at Outer Edge LA. Yep, March
And that's a
21st.
surprise there. You're gonna see a rainbow also in the fashion show. It was a great news. Uh, she told me yesterday, I'm gonna be there. So she's really amazed.
Oh yeah, she's going to be
She's really
walking and
happy
she's
to
going to
be
wear
there
some of
and also be part of this fashion show.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and wear some art, some fashion art. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So we'll have to make sure somebody's there video or, doing maybe a live stream. I wish I could go. So
No, FOMO is real. Before we,
exactly.
before we wrap up, Paola, is there anything else would you like to add to today's Dreamer download? Do tell us about
Yes.
the Latin Instagram page that you had launched. Why did you do that? Why did you start that? And tell us more about that.
Sorry, I lost you. Tell you about more about what?
The NftyDreams DAO's Latin Instagram page. In Spanish, the Latin page. Yes.
Yes, of course. I think it's really important to integrate all the artists. As you show the map, we have like a lot of people around the world. So the goal is to tell everybody like what we are doing, because as a DAO we have different projects coming up, one next to other, and so we want to make everyone part of it. Maybe they can travel, maybe they can be like in all the spaces, actually see what's going on, and they can connect. As Vanessa said, it will be awesome to have like Zoom meetings maybe, or the Twitter spaces that we are having right now, so people can present themselves and say, hey, I live here, I do this, how can I help, or how can you help me? And that's the purpose of this DAO. I think Nifty Dreams was looking for that, like how can I support you, how can we make different kind of projects and not wait like for a big project to come up and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. We have to be propositive,
Hmm. And
to
proactive.
say, I
Right.
want to do this, maybe I have this idea. So exactly.
Yeah.
So that was one of these big goals, to have this Latam in Spanish Instagram account. So Latino artists can be part of everything, and they see all the events coming up, and they also can jump in Twitter Spaces. And it's different when you don't speak English and you are in a space and you don't understand anything, but you are trying very hard, because as me, it's not my first language. So sometimes I forget some words, and also because I'm pregnant, so I'm a little bit of
Oh, congratulations.
over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So that.
So yes, my baby is coming maybe these days. So
Oh
these
my
are gonna
gosh,
be
so
one of my last
exciting.
events on live.
Aw.
Yeah,
Well, we
so
can't wait to
excuse me if
welcome.
I'm right now in my bed. Yes.
Thank you for coming to hear to participate.
Absolutely,
No, I'm
100%.
really
Yeah.
happy to be on a visit.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just about
Yes.
to wrap,
So we
hit the hour. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Paula.
no, it's just an invitation for the Latinos. Maybe if I can do like Mirna a little bit, they maybe can be part. So, una invitación a todos los artistas latinos que también quieran ser parte de los proyectos de la DAO. Súmense a la página de Instagram, a los lives en Twitter. Vamos a estar comentando todos los proyectos y todos los anuncios. No se pierdan de nada, porque estamos muy felices de poder integrarlos y escuchar también todo lo que ustedes necesitan. So thank you guys really for the
Gracias.
space. Just an invitation for everyone.
Thank you for coming. It's really good to see you.
Thank you,
And I
Vanessa.
just want to remind everyone to follow Nifty Dreams LATAM on Instagram, of course. So just go to Instagram and look for Nifty Dreams LATAM and give a follow and keep updated over there, because it's not the same content as our English page, so it pays to follow Nifty Dreams LatM, because you've got some exciting announcements and you can see like diverse artwork over there as well. So it's newly launched and we need your support to go in there, follow and share it with a lot of your friends. And I think that pretty much wraps up the download. So one of the major announcements that I wanted to share with you from my side is I'm going to be, transferring a lot of stuff that I've been doing with the DAO to Vanessa, who will be in the really, really capable and experienced hands of Vanessa, who will be taking care of the community from now onwards. So you'll be hearing from her a lot. You'll be seeing her a lot. And feel free to, DM Nifty Dreams on Twitter or get in touch with us on Discord. Say hello to Vanessa and Paola on our Discord. And we've got some like really amazing, wonderful support team for artists and creators all across the world.
Well, we'll miss you, Dragoness, but you'll be there in the background. So if we ever need help, we're going to be calling on you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here, but yeah, we'll be focusing more on the strategy side of things.
Good.
And well, for people who are tuned in to us live today, thank you very much. And it has been an amazing, amazing experience having been part of Nifty Dreams DAO. I think more than anything, I am a creative. I'm not exactly an artist, but what I really loved about being part of Nifty Dreams DAO over the past months was connecting with people who really are not there to just showcase their art, but to use their art to make real life connections. And I think that is so powerful and impactful, because if you look at the very first artist from like 20,000 years ago who actually used copper dust to blow on his hand on a cave wall, that was not there to showcase his art or to sell it. It was to actually make a connection with the next person who comes and sees that, and hopefully put their hand on top of his or her hand. And that's kind of like the image that comes to my mind when I want to talk about Nifty Dreams. These are amazing artists that are doing that across the world. And that's about it. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely day. This is Dragoness signing off.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.